All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So I found I think this is the beginning of the issue that Brian McKnight has with the Joe Budden podcast, more specifically with Mark Lamont Hill. I mean, this is about 4 weeks ago. Brian McKnight, well, you're about to find out what it is, but this is the first video, so stick around because I have another one, a more recent one after this.
Speaking of wives, Brian McKnight, as you know, just had a major victory against his ex-wife. This was one of the weird things that popped up on my algorithm this week, too. He won an $8.8 million lawsuit against his ex-wife, allegedly.
For?
Defamation and other things.
Really?
And he made a video that is on the internet where he's talking about, it's a weird video to me. I mean, there's a moment where he's saying, God, I let God fight my battles, because apparently God is only on the side of people
and
that
has
win.
a law degree.
Yeah, right, exactly. Right.
God is a good lawyer.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he had this weird thing with his son.
Yeah.
We mentioned his son, and then he played a old voicemail message from his ex-wife, and then they showed him kind of skipping off in the background. It's a very strange video, but he won the money, and I guess, again, I don't know. He seemed like a piece of shit to me for a long time, the last few years. And I'm not convinced that he's not, based on everything I've heard from all the sides. You know what I mean? Everybody can make their own opinions. But again, he's with a new, does it matter? Do the legal victories matter? Do the vindications matter? Does any of that matter once you get marked like that? Can you change the image?
I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sometimes it ain't about the image, nigga. You defamed me.
I want to win.
Get my money.
Yeah, pay me.
I want a legal victory just to prove that shit wasn't true.
I think it's unfair. I think sometimes.
Just to pause on that before Ish goes into it. Yeah, I think especially men need to start doing this more. If somebody says something about you, or like some lady says you did something and you didn't do it, or she's just going around starting, take her to court. Your Honor, she said that I was out here licking butts. I don't lick butts anymore. I need a little bit of money for that because I didn't do it to her. Your Honor, she said I was out here, fill in the blank, and I wasn't out here doing that. I need some money for that.
For men, we get shunned if we do publicly a bunch of shit that women do. We'll be like, yo, you're a man, you can't do that. Like how anybody that's going through a divorce or some shit, the women could just come out and tell all the tea. If a man comes out and tell the tea, we look at him like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just saying the word tea.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that sometimes as a man, that's your vindication. The court, like, yo, dog, I was telling the truth all along. I can't come out and say some of these things because nobody gonna believe me anyway.
Exactly. You gotta go to court.
This was my win. This was my win.
Yeah.
God forbid you and your wife went through a divorce, right? God forbid.
It's just great.
No, I'm saying God forbid.
God forbid, yeah.
You wouldn't go to certain steps publicly that your wife will go to. You wouldn't.
You would.
I know you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
It might be the opposite.
Yo, you wouldn't. I'm not saying that your wife would even stoop to some bullshit.
I got what you
If
said.
your wife did,
I got you. Yeah, that's not my style.
You wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But
I would call you on the phone like, yo, you can't.
Right, you would stop.
You can't do it, bro. You just can't.
You gotta eat that.
You gotta eat it.
Brian McKnight is one of them people.
He's weird.
And he's done so much awful shit. It makes me really not want to listen to his music anymore.
And that nigga's fire.
He's got some good.
And it's so hard.
Fire.
But what awful things has he really done? He's never really in the tabloids unless he has a concert coming up or a song. Like, I've never heard. I think the first bad thing I heard about him was the child support thing. That was the most recent. Like a couple years ago. Other than that, he's been flying under the radar. See, Mark Lamont, I like him, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes people maybe he feels like he has to say something about it since it is one of the topics. And if they don't have anything, they just make something up.
I watched the video of him saying why he doesn't talk to his kids. Why he didn't speak to his son before he passed away tragically a little while ago.
Hey, listen, he just abandoned his kids. He wasn't touching them. We can still play.
He even named another kid.
Junior.
Right.
All right, but am I a social worker?
That's what I was about to say. Then I heard One Last Cry on the piano by himself, and I was like, how nice was that kid?
Like Mark
why
said, he
I
ain't touched
gotta
the kid.
keep caring? I care about my trusted circle of friends, my network, and my family if they being the best person that they could be. Everybody else, I don't have time to police y'all.
Yeah. How are the harmonies?
Brian McKnight, I want to sing at my wedding. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
might need longer 4
Why
minutes.
do I have to like when Slaughterhouse went to perform at Best Buy and they was running warrants and lock me up? Like, why do you think that the police about to be at my wedding to lock him up for not being here for the I want it. Yeah, all right, let's try it a different way.
Which song? Which song?
Like, what are y'all talking?
Ain't too many songs better than One Last Cry.
No.
I mean, not for your wedding, but
Nigga, if you love your fucking work wife and then you end up getting married to her after y'all lose your jobs and this come on with respect to his other kids, like why we gotta always care about the children?
And we don't know them kids.
They could have had bad energy.
Exactly. You don't know the kids. Brian is the famous one. And this is what I hate. It seems like when somebody just comes out with something, somebody just comes out, whoever's the more famous, more popping person, everybody just automatically believes it. Joe Budden, you're never getting Brian McKnight to sing it at your wedding. Maybe at your funeral. That wasn't a threat. I'm just saying maybe it doesn't matter.
Nigga, we want to hear this.
And also, some things are genetic. Like, if Brian McKnight might be a little bit of an asshole, who's to say that
Junior wasn't. The first Junior.
True.
Everything I did before.
Look at Corey.
Yeah.
Look at Corey.
Corey's in love, man.
Look at Corey want me to send him a playlist. I got you. I'm gonna text it to you.
Corey's in love.
Yeah,
I've
man.
never seen him sing Brian McKnight like that.
Try kissing to this. Gotta send the slaps over.
I don't know, yo.
And I'm saying that with respect to the other kids, because sometimes they be hearing
I've
the
heard
podcast.
a few different stories. I think what happens a lot of times is
I'm joking, yeah.
motherfuckers to do some shit that's just way left in public. No man is doing what he's done in public. Even if you feel like he felt, you wouldn't do that what he did.
Like,
in
it
public.
bothered me to hear that he didn't speak to his son before he passed away.
yeah, that bothered
That
me
shit,
too.
like, even
Rest
listening
in
now-
peace to Nico.
He said, yeah. See, we don't be listening to the man's perspective, and I don't want to act like I'm caping
What
for
did he
him.
say? I don't know.
Man.
Nah, I don't want to act like I'm
bird.
caping for him.
It's a plane.
He said some shit.
That he tried.
They used to have a really, really, really close knit family.
Yeah.
Like, if you know
Fun
anything
together.
about, like, I'm a Brian McKnight fan. His kids used to be on all his albums. Like, they
remember.
played a part in all of that shit. They said that their relationship used to be super duper duper tight. And at some point in time, somebody drove a wedge against it. He tried to get it back, and they wasn't with it.
They chose, basically.
And that's just the problem with having more kids, right? Like, you face somebody got to get phased out. Like, I can't be.
Oh, you got us so much time.
Yeah, I got to.
The kids were grown.
Oh, and they grown?
Yeah, they was damn near grown.
No, they were grown.
They were grown.
Like, one of them was like a 30.
When they start beefing.
Yeah, Brian McKnight's position was some of these kids still wanted me to take care of them.
And
They
he-
didn't
yes.
want to write their own ticket, all that kind of stuff. Naming, I don't know who's right and who's wrong and all of that. I know when you have a kid and then you name another kid Junior, after you already have one, like you can have Brian McKnight Jr. and have two of them.
Junior.
Right. And this the other one ain't my kid no more.
Didn't George Foreman name his kid George Foreman?
Yeah, but they were all still his
Yeah,
kids.
but it was like the second, the third.
the fourth.
It wasn't Junior
He
again.
named 2 juniors.
Got
He
it.
named 2 of the kids.
He basically said the
juniors.
first one don't
Basically said,
count.
I just
Let me tell you something. This man had 2 juniors. He said you can have 2 juniors. Hey, I'm gonna name you Brian McKnight, and I'm also going to name you Brian McKnight, Junior. This is hilarious. If he did that, that is. I don't know if this is true, but if it is true, that's hilarious, man. How much money do you have to have in order to do that? There has to be like a cap. You can't be making $50,000 a year and say I have 2 juniors. Nah, player. You got to jump to another tax bracket.
He called a do-over.
So that lets
mulligan.
the public know
Yes.
which one he phased out, which is the problem. And he might be listening. I don't want smoke.
You know niggas be listening to you, boy.
They be, more niggas listen to me than I be wanting. I be wanting to just talk shit about some people. Y'all be hearing me.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
I feel bad a little bit, but okay, I got it. I'll listen to see Brian McKnight's reason.
when he lose his voice, I'll be off his side. He could be a shithead. I'm with y'all on the shithead portion.
No, he's
right.
I can tell he an asshole.
Oh, he's.
I would be
definitely
there
an
for
asshole.
all of my kids if I decided to have all my. If I had all these kids, I would be there. For them. I ain't that type.
And they said the judge ruled.
He's a little bit of that. I don't even know what
whatever
he got.
evidence they presented, the judge ruled.
Yeah, the defamation part is
Exactly.
probably.
Yeah.
He's probably right about that.
What? Itch?
I ain't said no.
I'm down to find out about one or two of them late.
Let me ask you a question. If your kid disowned you when they were 30,
If my kid,
and you kept trying to be a part of their life, or you kept making the effort to meet them halfway or 70%, whatever the case may be, and they just like, nigga, fuck you, suck my dick.
What are you supposed to do in
I
that
think
situation?
if you're at, and I don't want to get us all serious, I think that if that happened, I would take that as a failure on my part.
Right. Me too.
Possibly.
Because,
I would too.
well, shit, if me and my oldest didn't course correct, I mean, that's where it might have been headed.
I remember.
So I think it's important I had a lot of talks with my dad, with my granddad, with just men, fathers out there to help set my perspective straight, because it's real easy for a parent to also get angry at a child, and that part is not talked about a lot. Like, I was angry at my kid for some shit, and he was angry at me. So if it gets to the level you talking about, we missed a whole bunch of steps.
Sure.
And as a parent, you understand that from the kid, especially the kid that's getting shit put in their head. But as the dad or the parent, it's your job to stay consistent. It's your job to add a different level of perspective.
Maturity.
It's your job. It's your job. And if that don't happen, then no matter what, it's a failure on your part.
I agree with Joe. Like, a lot of times I don't agree, but he really hit the nail on the head with that one. To me, in my opinion, he hit the nail on the head. I mean, just being a man, and I hate to sound cliche, but that Spider-Man quote, man, it hits me. I think about it quite often. Like, with great power comes great responsibility. Man, we have a lot of power and authority, but we you have to take the good with the bad. With that power comes like a lot of bullshit that you don't want to have to deal with. A lot of times we have to be the bigger person, and there are some days I think to myself, like, I'm not being the bigger person today. Like, I'm about to chop this old man in the face. He took my parking spot. He saw my blinker on. He saw me turn it in. Now I gotta go give this man an uppercut to the jawbone. I digress.
And hold on.
I would agree with
And to add on to that, if I'm in that situation, I would still say, if that kid ever had a change of heart, that door is always open to at least have
For
that
sure.
conversation.
I agree with that.
I would
For
never completely just say
No, I agree
it's a
with that.
dog.
I agree.
And it seems to me when you start changing kids' names and saying that's not my kid no more,
You're
closing the
that-
door.
you
shut the
But
door.
I can't imagine my kid doing anything
That would make you
that would make me
like
do
that.
that.
Guys, so that was like I think that was the first mention of Brian McKnight from Mark Lamont Hill. We're going to jump into this one right here with the most recent one, which is pretty much what happened after the Anton interview with Brian. All right, see you on that one.